Hey guys, so this video is, as you can probably tell from the title by now, that this is my current favourites. So this is the first time I'm doing one of these and I'm calling it a current favourites because I don't really change a lot of products each month and I'm not dedicated to certain products for a month, if that makes sense. So I don't necessarily have a lot of favourites, so I don't think I could condone doing a monthly favourite. So I'm just going to do current favourites every so often, I think, if I feel like doing one, or if I have a build-up of new stuff that has come in that I don't, when I say come in, I mean I buy, I don't get products. I wish, but I don't. If I get new products that I start loving or using over and over again, and I do have favourites that aren't in this video, that I am going to do another favourites on sometime in the future when I've got a nice little build up of products. But these products that I found recently over the last, say, month or 2 months, I've been using a lot. Some of them are favourites that I've loved for years, some of them I've recently found, and it's a nice variety. It's nearly a whole, actually, yeah, you could do a whole face with these products, all of these, and it's a nice mix of brands as well, so it's not just one brand. There is a lot from MAC, I will say that. There's 9 products from MAC. Okay, there is a lot of MAC, so, but the rest I do have a nice little variety, and I don't just use one brand. I like a mix of different things. But these products I found recently that I just have been adoring and going back to, and if I'm unsure, I just go right back to these products. So let's get on with these products. So I'm kind of going to go in order that I would sort of use them, or a normal person would use them, because my way of doing makeup is not quite normal. I don't really do it in a normal order. And so the first product I'm going to talk about is my primer. It's kind of dirty, let me just clean that up. So this is my, I'd say my current favourite primer, and I do have another favourite, but this is the one I've been going to for ages, and it is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Primer. And I have been loving this for the past, I'd say, 3 years, since I kind of found out about it recently. I'd say I've been loving this for about 3 years since I kind of found out about it, really. It has 2 shades in it. This is the pink one, it'll say on the top. The other one is the yellow one. The yellow one is more for redness. I don't really have any colour in my skin when I've no makeup on, so I like a pink version of a primer. So anything with a colour corrector that has a pink or a lilac tone, I prefer, because it kind of gives me a bit of colour. Just has a pump, normal pump, and you get a nice, it's a nice big bottle. Now it is like €40 in Ireland. Not sure what that is in dollars or pounds or whatever it is, but it is €40 in Ireland. It's expensive, but for me, I keep buying it. I love it. You only need 1 pump for your whole face, and I love it because it's like primes your skin, but it doesn't feel like a primer when it's on. It doesn't feel like it's drying. I've got dry, dehydrated skin, so a lot of my products will be suited towards that kind of skin. This, I find, keeps my skin hydrated. It almost feels like I'm putting just on a little bit more moisturizer, but then it sets and it has a little bit more grip, so it kind of holds the makeup into place for you. I just like it. It's, can't feel it on. I wear it going to work because I feel like it just makes my makeup stay on all day. It's kind of really only when I wear it. It does suit an oily skin, but I find it's ideal on a drier skin. So yeah, that is the Natural Radiance, and I do love it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to foundation. I have 2 favourite foundations. Both are from MAC, but one is like my all-time favourite. Well, I have 2 all-time favourite foundations for 2 different reasons. One is for going out and one is for like every day and also going out as well. One, like my all-time favourite is one I always come back to, but I do have a more recent favourite as well. So I'm going to go on to my all-time favourite and I'll go on to the more recent one first. So my all-time favourite from MAC is the MAC Face and Body foundation. And this is the 120ml bottle, so you get a lot in it. and it's like €39 for a big bottle like this. I use the shade N2. Now this guy is too dark for me, and this is the lightest shade with a slightly pink undertone, which I prefer on me. So I can only get this in London. I can't get this anywhere else because it is a Pro MAC product. But I have the white in it as well, because I'm as white as a ghost and nothing really matches me bar a few products. So this guy is like a lifesaver for any foundation you have, that if you are pale and it's a little bit too dark for you but the tone is perfect, this guy is so right. It's just like, it's just something I add like to this foundation, to the face and body in the normal shades. I add, I'd say, about 3 to 4 pumps or like drops of this guy in. With this foundation, I don't use a brush or a sponge, I use my fingers. It's the best applied with your fingers because it's such little coverage, like there's almost no coverage to it, but it's so skin-like, and it just evens your skin out so nicely that it doesn't look like you're wearing anything, but you look nice. Because it does give it a little bit of a glow to the skin. But it's such a good product. If you've got dry skin, even if you have oily skin, you could wear it, just prime and powder it, it's fine. But it's just so natural. If you want an everyday, like really natural, or you don't like to look like you're wearing makeup, this guy is perfect. Okay, next on the foundations, another MAC one. This guy came out, I think it was like 2 years ago, I can't remember. But this guy I love for like everyday, whack it on your skin and go out the door. It's great for work. If you have a drier skin. Anyone with oily skin I don't think is gonna love this, and anyone who likes full coverage I don't think is gonna love this either. So anyone who likes more natural skin, which is kind of my thing, I'm not mad on full coverage, I'm not mad on a matte finish either on my skin. I like it glow, I like it to look nice and moisturised and fresh, and I like it to look more like skin. I like my skin to look like it's skin. This is the MAC Studio Water Weight Foundation. This guy is sheer to medium coverage, so you can build it up a little bit as well. It's like a step up in coverage from the Face and Body Foundation, but it feels liquidy, and I don't apply this with my fingers. Now I can, but I prefer a little brush, and the brush I tend to use is also from MAC. It's a little flat, like duo fiber brush. So it's just like really flat and thin, like a normal flat foundation brush, but almost like a paintbrush, and it's got the duo fibers. I like this because it doesn't absorb too much product and you can keep the coverage that's there. This foundation has got an SPF of 30, so it's great for everyday wear. And it feels like a serum when it's on. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing foundation on. Same with Face and Body as well, that's quite similar as well, but it just has a little bit more coverage in it. It's got a squeezy top, so you drop it out like this. I wear the shade in this NC15 I can get away with. I would be more of an NW13 though, I'd say. I could do it going down a shade. But I got NC15 as a gift, I think it was. I can't actually remember, I've had it for ages. But it's just recently that I've fallen in love with it. So yeah, that's that guy. So next is a powder, and this is from Inglot. It is their loose powder. It's just called the loose powder. It's like that on the back. I use the shade 12, and it's huge, like it's big. So it's just a loose powder. It's got a little sifter there. It's a nice fine powder, kind of reminds me of like a mineral sort of powder. This guy I find gives you a little bit of coverage, so any extra coverage that you want you can get it from this. But it doesn't dry your skin out at all, and it just makes your skin look so smooth, like so smooth. So I wear this particularly when I'm going out, just to give me that real flawless airbrushed look on the skin. And I would wear this with the Face and Body going out. That would do me, with a little bit of concealer. That would be enough for me for going out. I couldn't decide what shade it was because it was 11 and 12, but 11 is actually darker than 12 because I had to ask the girl in the store. Usually I could kind of pick it out myself. I had to ask the girl in the store being like, which one is darker? And even she was like, actually, I don't know. Let me check, double check for you. And then we both kind of like swatched on our hands for ages to try and decide. And we decided on number 12, and it is perfect. With my face powders, I tend to go one shade lighter than my face if I can allow that to happen. That doesn't always happen because I'm usually the lightest shade anyway. But if I can get away with a lighter shade than my face, I prefer that, because I find when I set my makeup in place, it goes a little bit darker, and even during the day it'll get even darker. So if I can go a little bit lighter, it kind of stops that from happening later on. But yeah, this guy, I love this guy, and I don't think I'm ever going to run out of it unless I'm using it every day of my life. Now, the next products that I'm on to is cheeks. These two products, I'm going to do them one at a time though, but these two products are blushes. Both I got from my friend because we kind of both did a declutter sort of thing and then gave each other all our stuff. Basically, I had a big box of stuff, she had a big bag of stuff, and we kind of just swapped and we kind of took what we wanted out of it. And then these two guys, because I love a blush, I cannot do my makeup without a blush, I took this guy. I fell in love with it, and I wasn't expecting to fall in love with it the way I did. I actually really love this. It's a Benefit blush, which is not surprising. Benefit blushes are amazing. They're some of my favourite books. There's no brush because she threw out the brush, and to be honest, I don't really care because like I have my own blush brushes. But it's like this really soft orangey corally colour, but when it's on the skin it goes slightly pinker. So it's like a pinky coral. I'll try and do a little swatch here for you. So it's like that sort of colour, if you can see that at all. And it has a slight sheen to it, so it's like a satin finish. It just gives you a really nice healthy flush to the cheeks and a little bit of glow. Great for during the summer. I found I was using this like all the time during the summer when I got it off her. And it smells amazing. All Benefit blushes smell unreal. Even their bronzers smell amazing. Oh yeah, okay. This guy I love, and I'll always love blush, and I love finding new blushes, they're fun. This next one that I got also from her was a cream. Now I tend to gravitate towards creams more than powders if I can. If something, like if a powder has got a shimmer or a sheen to it, I prefer that as well. I tend to stay away from matte if I can help, because I find it goes a little bit patchy on my skin. This is a cream. This is the Model Co cream blush there, and I'll just open it so you can see that up close as well. Oh god, it looks a lot brighter in the camera. There, that's a little bit more accurate. So it's like a deeper pink. Let me try and describe this because it's gonna be a nightmare to try and describe. Little swatch. Oh yeah. Creams always come out quite intense, and then you kind of blend them in. And I like to use my fingers with creams if I can do that, which I usually can. But that's the kind of colour it would blend out onto your cheek. Now I like a lot of blush, so this for me is like perfect, but it just gives that real rosy cheek sort of look. And I find with creams they make me look a little bit more dewy. Like I said, that's the kind of look I go for. So yeah, this guy I loves. Okay, so next for the cheeks is something that everyone loves to know about. This is not a new product. By the way, none of these are really new, to be fair. Well, yeah, kind of one of them is, but my one is old, but one of them is. This is the Sleek Highlighting Palette. Hey camera, there you go. There you are. And this is the Sleek Highlighting Palette. I'm going to try and not get a glare on it there. And this is the Solstice palette. So you get 4 shades. You do get a little brush, but that fell out somewhere and I can't find it. You do get 4 shades in it. The names are all on the back. Okay. So you have this one here is Equinox, Subsolar, I think, Hemisphere, and Ecliptic. And this is the most stunning palette, and I think it was like €13 or something like that for the 4 colours. This one here, Ecliptic, is up the top, a cream. Kind of reminds me of Shell from MAC, but more metallic. So we'll do a little swatch of each one of these. This is the cream one. Can you see that? And I love a cream highlight, like a cream blush. I find if I use a cream blush, I use a cream highlight, because there's no point in putting a powder over a cream, because then it just like defeats the purpose. This one is Hemisphere. It's the kind of lilac-y shade. That guy is intense. It's so bright. This one here is Sub Solar. It's like a yellowy sort of shade, like not yellow, but like a slightly more golden tone. And this one is Equinox, which reminds me of Twilight for some reason. And that's like a slightly peachier tone. This palette is so pretty for the price that you're paying, and the quality of it is unreal. They're very smooth and very, how do I describe it? Just beaming, like the beaming highlight. And I like a soft highlight and I like a harsh highlight. I don't like metallic. Except for that cream, I don't mind. But I don't like that where it looks like you've got a big chunk of highlight there. I like it to blend into the skin. So when I use this, I use either a little fan brush or a small blending brush. And I just really, really work it into the skin. But this guy is unreal. If I could only have one highlighting palette, it would be this guy. He's fab. Okay, so next guy is kind of recent, and this is a little sample size that I got with a palette that my boyfriend got me for Christmas. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and yes, this is definitely not a new product, and it is a cult product. And I've always used the Too Faced Shadow. Recently I found that this guy, I wouldn't say it works better. They both work as well equally, but this I find is a little bit drier. That doesn't sound like it's a good thing for a primer. I find I will use this when I'm using a lot of creams on my eyes, so like cream eyeshadows or a creamy base to put under my eyeshadow. I will use this guy, and I'll use the Too Faced when I want something to really blend nice and have a really blown out eye, because I find things blend easier over this, where I find this grips creams a little bit better onto the eye. I don't prefer either or. This is just something I've been using recently because over Halloween I've been using it a lot. So next guy is limited edition, which I know I will say a lot of the stuff that I do buy is limited edition because I'm a sucker for limited edition stuff. And I will still use it even if it's gone, because I actually don't care, because I've paid money for it and I want to use those products. I bought them for a reason, because I like them. And I would suggest just finding something similar. That's what I used to do when I didn't have a lot of products, and when I don't have products even now that a lot of people have and I want to recreate something, I want to find something similar to it, I will just go find something similar to it. There are abundance of products out there. This guy though, I do love. Now this is a MAC pigment. So it looks like this. Slightly mini size because it came out at Christmas. It came out at Christmas, when would this have been? So 3 years ago was when I bought this, because I bought all of the pigments that year. This was in the gold set. This guy is called English Gilt. It was in the gold set of pigments. It's like an antique gold that's not too warm, not too yellow, not too greeny, if you know the way some golds can be green. And not too silvery. I'll do a little swatch of this. Let's hope I don't spill it everywhere, because that would happen to me. Still basically full, even though I've had it for like 3 years. But it's actually out again this year. I looked that up. It's in the pigment sets, the gold pigment set for this year again. Same sort of size, I think. And in that set you get a gold glitter and you get vanilla. But this guy, I'll just do a little spatchy spatch. It's like super metallic, really, really nice gold. So you can see that there. So like I said, it's not too yellowy or orange. It's like a really nice champagne gold, but slightly darker than a champagne. Yeah, this next guy is something I never thought I'd really be too into, because I'm not usually into these things. It's another MAC product, so I do apologise. I only have 1, 2, 3 more MAC products, if you want to see some other things as well. This is the brushstroke liner. You will have seen me use this in my the Sage Cat Eye look that I did recently, because it's such a good one for doing lines, and like really sharp lines and really thin lines in particular. It is a pen, and I find when some people hear, oh pen, oh they dry out, oh they don't work, oh they're not as strong, oh whatever, this guy is unbelievable. Oh my god. There's a few different ones that you can get. Like I've heard the Physician Formula and others that I can't remember. I don't know if the Kat Von D tattoo liner is like this as well. I can't actually remember. This is a brush. It's the brush stroke. It's a brush, so it's like a calligraphy pen, or like a brush stroke writing calligraphy pen. This guy, excuse my swatch of liner there, I was messing with stuff as per usual. This guy goes on super black when you press down, and nice and thick if you wanted to. But if I go really thin and put hardly any pressure on it, you can get a super thin line. Like, I can literally just touch it along the skin and you'll get pigment. It will not dry out. The only time it stops working is when there is actually no product left. This guy is unreal. I find this, when I want a liner and I have to do it quick, I go to this guy because it's just like swoop and done. I don't think it's waterproof. I haven't actually tried that and tested that, or my eyes haven't leaked when I wore it or anything like that, so I don't actually know if it's waterproof. But without it being waterproof, without tearing up or like your eyes streaming or anything like that, this guy stays on the entire day. I did not have to touch it once. So like I said, I don't know if it's waterproof, but it does stay on. I'm on to mascara. I have two because I've been using two constantly. I found recently that under eye, my lower lashes tend to smudge. I don't know what happened in the last like 2 years, but they just start smudging. Recently for my top lashes, I haven't got the most amazing lashes, let's just say that. And any curl you see from my lashes right now, if you can see them, if I get nice and up close and personal, I have both of these mascaras on right now. Here we go. Any curl you can see there is because I got an LVL lash treatment done, which is basically a perm for your eyelashes. So the LVL lash treatment is the best thing I ever got done. I would recommend it to every single person. If you have curly eyelashes already, don't get it done. There's no point. But if you don't, and your eyelashes don't curl and don't hold a curl, and you find you have long eyelashes but you can't really see them when you've got mascara on, get the LVL done. It doesn't hurt. It stays on for 8 to 10 weeks, and I find even now that after my treatment has kind of faded away, my eyelashes hold curl now. This mascara though, I found gave me those fluffy eyelashes that I really like. I don't like real kind of long like eyelashes. This guy, it's a mini size because I got it in a set like ages ago, but I only recently opened it, so it's not gone off at all. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. And you'll notice I've been using this kind of religiously in my last few tutorials. When I get mascaras, I tend to use them until they're gone off, and I tend, if I buy a mascara or I get gifted a mascara by like friends or whatever, I don't open them at all, like not even to check the brush or anything like that until I'm about to start using it. I have this thing about when you open a mascara, it starts to dry. It's just constantly in my head, so I don't let anyone else open my mascaras. I just don't like it. He's on his last legs, so I will be moving on maybe next week to a new mascara. But on my lower lashes, like I said, I tend to use two. I recently started using this one. I have used the Blink tubing mascara, and I love it. It works fabulously only on my bottom lash, so I like a lot of volume on my top lashes. But this guy I find I could use on my top as well, but again, it's still not enough volume, but I could get away with it. It would do me if I was in trouble, you know, serious danger where I have no mascara. This guy is the MAC Extended Play, another MAC product. And this is not waterproof, although it's quite deceiving with the tube or the actual packaging being blue. It's not water. I was a bit weary of this myself, but it's not waterproof because it comes off nice and easy. And it's not like a tubing mascara, so you can actually use your normal eye makeup remover to take it off, but this does not smudge. This will not come off during the day, like when it rubs against your concealer. I find I have no issue with this guy. Same with the Blink one. The Blink one did the same thing. But the brush on this, this is the reason why I kind of love it as well. I love it more than the Blink one because this has a better brush, I find, for what I want it for. I'll just show you the brush on this. Can you see how skinny that is? It's just like your normal bristle brush, which I prefer. But look how skinny that is. Like literally for getting in and doing your lower lashes, this is unreal. Even like up top, like if you need to get into these areas here, or like 1 or 2 out here. Like this brush is so skinny. Oh my god, it's just so nice for what I need it to be for. These, I'm not sure if you can get these here. I've actually never looked to see if you can get these guys here. These are false eyelashes, and these are by Kiss, so nice and inexpensive. These are the, I think they're like their version of like mink lash looking ones, but they're not. Mine are a bit gross because I have used them like twice already. But these are the boudoir ones. They have a slight flare on the outside corner, but they're not too long, so they don't overtake your makeup. They don't cover up the makeup that you've done, which I like, because if I spend an hour doing my face, I want people to see what I've done. And they're just nice and like slightly choppy but feathery. I love feathery. Feathery is the best way I want my lashes, always. And that's what these look like, and they're so pretty, and they kind of look like you're not wearing lashes, and they kind of look like they do, so you get a nice balance between natural and enhanced eyes. So these are a nice little fave that I have. So next is onto the lips, and these are 2 lipsticks and the last 2 products that I have from MAC. I do have another lip product, actually 2 more lip products, but these are some lipsticks that I have. This guy is actually what I'm wearing now. This is it's kind of looking a lot stronger in the camera, but this is faux, and it's like a nudie pink. It's like a My Lips But Better. For me, this is My Lips But Better look. It's a satin finish, which I prefer. I'm not always mad on matte. I don't mind it, but if I can help it, I'll steer away from it. But this guy is just so nice. It's literally, you know, that kind of lipstick that you don't even need your mirror for. You just like, and you know it's gonna be okay. It's that kind of lipstick. You can just throw it on. You can wear it with whatever you want. So this is like a softer, slightly smoky eye. You could wear it with a really dark, heavy eye. You could wear it with just mascara. You could wear it with nothing on. Like I've worn it with just this and nothing else on. This is fab. This next lipstick that I have is a darker one. It's more of a wintry one. And it's a matte finish, which I know I just said I'm not mad on it, but I'll make an exception for this guy. This is another MAC lipstick. And no, it's not Diva, because a lot of people, when they look at this sort of colour, they think of Diva from MAC. This is D for Danger. So this guy is like Diva, but with a slight more pink tone to it. Like a pinky red rather than a red or like a burgundy red, but it's not pink. It's like a red and pink burgundy mixed together. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. I'll do a little swatch because I don't need to do a swatch of them because I have it on me. But this guy looks like this. And I find this sort of tone, like these pinky red tones, suit me a lot better. It actually is a lot darker than it's coming up in the camera. It's more like that kind of colour there in real life. It's just really nice. Like, this would be my sort of Christmassy red. You know, I'm not crazy on Ruby Woo because I actually hate the texture of Ruby Woo. Now, what I do want to do is maybe in... I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm never going to promise when I'm going to do things because I can't guarantee it will be done by then and I don't want to disappoint people. But I do want to do, like, for seasonal things, I want to do lip swatches. Or, like, my top 5 lips for that season. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I love seasonal things. And I kind of think of seasons in colours. I think of everything in colours. I have that kind of brain where I can think of everything in colours. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. But I want to do something for seasons. So I'm thinking for, like, spring, doing, like, say, from... like January, or say from like February to April, doing like spring sort of lip products, not each month but like for that season, then for summer, then for autumn, and then for winter. So I'm thinking, because we are in the winter seasons, doing a winter lip sort of lookbook, if that makes sense, like a lip swatch of like my top 5 picks for lips that I like for the winter, that I feel like go with wintry sort of themes. Nice for Christmas, nice for just the winter in general, just my go-to sort of lips if I want something that to kind of celebrate the season that we're in. So if you do think that's a good idea, give me a little thumbs up about that. It's just something I had in my head that I thought would be pretty cool. Kind of inspired by X-Barkage, because I did see she did one for like autumn lips. I don't know if she's going to do it for every season, but that's something that she did do. But I want to do it for every season. I think that'd be really funny. The next lip product that I have is a gloss, and these glosses are like my favourite glosses, I think. Pretty sure these are my favourite. This is the NYX Butter Gloss. I have, I think, 4 colours in this. I do want to get more, and I would actually love a set of like all of them because I would love to pair them with everything. But these are butter gloss, and it's the only way I can describe it is a buttery gloss. They're not sticky. They're not like, I have a little bit, like I did like a little dot of it on my lips right now, but I can't really feel it right now. They don't actually dry your lips out, and they don't feel sticky on your lips, and they have a hint of colour, so they actually have a good bit of colour to them actually. This says on the front, butter me up with divine gloss that feels like it melts on the lips. And then the same thing in French. I love these. I absolutely love these. I've got this colour, which is Eclair, which is like a soft, kind of this sort of colour on my lips. I'll just do a little swatchy swatch. So you can see you do get a nice bit of colour out of them, and they have a really nice glossy shine. I also have Creme Brulee, which is like a more nude colour. I also have Meringue, which I think is a corally one. And I have something else that's a little bit more pink. But I love these. I think they're so nice as a gloss. They've no sparkle to them. They're just a nice creamy sort of texture. They just feel unreal on the lip. Now, so my last favourite is actually kind of boring now that I've done all of this. But it's just something I see beside me because I've just used it before I put this lip on. And it's something I love, and it's something I've mentioned in a video before, and it's of a brand that I've also mentioned in a video before. It's from Lush. Now, excuse the top of it, it's starting to slightly scratch off. It's the only thing I don't like about the packaging of this. It's by Lush. It's one of their lip balms. It's called the Honey Trap. You probably can't even read that. Basically, this is honey and mint, so it smells so nice. My boyfriend hates it. He absolutely hates the scent of this. He hates when he gives me a kiss. He hates the taste of it. He always complains when I wear it, but I don't care because I like it. I like the smells. I lived in this when I went to Portugal in September, so the smell reminds me of Portugal. It's like you can smell more honey, but you can kind of get a twinge of mint. Mine kind of melted onto one side when I was in Portugal because it was really hot one day, and it actually went to liquid and settled on one side of the thing. But there's no colour to it. It's just like a balm, but it's a real nice rich balm. So if you have really dry lips, get one of these, and I feel like it does improve the texture of my lips, like when I use it every single day continuously. Okay guys, so that is my first ever favourites video. I've always wanted to do one of these. I don't know why. I've always wanted to kind of talk about products that I love. So I'm so happy with my new setup now that I can do that. It's so nice. These are my current favourites, and like I said, I'm not going to do them every month because they just don't change that often. I don't get time to actually change them that often. But if I do feel like I have enough products to do another one, I'll kind of do like 10 or 11 at a time. I will do them, and if I do have anything that's exceptionally amazing, I will. If I find like I get any new products in the next coming months or over Christmas or anything like that, which I do think I will do reviews and stuff like that. But if there are any specific products that I use in videos and you want to see proper review of them and like proper demos of them, let me know. I will be happy to do that. But yeah, these are my current favourites, and if you want to see any more of these videos and you like seeing my talking videos, let me know. I would love to know. Leave me a little comment down below about that. My next video up will more than likely, I'm not promising, I will never promise, it's never a promise, but it will more than likely be a tutorial, I think. And I hope you've been liking all these new kind of videos that I've been doing, that I've been adding in to not just tutorials and also talking on my tutorials as well. It's gonna be great. So yeah, if you do like this, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and any suggestions of videos that you want me to do, sorry. And also hit subscribe if you want to see more, obviously, because how are you going to know if I've uploaded a new video if you don't subscribe? And I figured it out, it's that side. Hit subscribe if you do want to see any more videos, and I'd be very much appreciative of that. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!